Good evening. Look at that. We got people in here. You guys all snuck up on me. Hey, Leshay. Hi, Cora. I know you've been waiting for this one. Hi, Libby Bells. Welcome. Welcome from Massachusetts. Hi, Teresa. How you doing? Up for Leo tonight. Who's up for Leo? Leo the lion. Ah. It was a beautiful day here, Teresa. It was probably the warmest day so far this year. It's been so cold, sunny but cold. Today was probably the warmest day. We may have come close. We were in the 50s anyway, which is warm compared to what it's been. But tonight we've got rain mixed with snow beginning tonight, so it changes that quick. Hi, Debbie Foreman. And I'll wait till that screen. Let me know when it's back. There. Wow. Thank you, guys. Okay. Hello, Linda. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. Let's see. Thank you both. Thank you all. There we go. I was just about to, do Lilith and ask her if these are the cards for the Leo reading. Lilith. As this deck stands, are the top 5 cards that are meant for this Leo general reading for the time period of April 26th, which is today on through till May 31st. April 26th through May 31st. I think I said that right. Are these the general cards, the top 5 cards that are meant for this monthly spread? For the sign of Leo. She's saying yes. She's not swaying from it or straying from it, so that's good enough for me. Won't waste any more time than we need to. Hey, no, Bear. You leave the baby out, you leave the kitty alone. No. It's like, fine, I'll come bug you then. First card, overall energy. He's getting into the habit of showing up for not being seen for months, and now he's back. Knight of Swords, drama. Overall energy. Second card, your wealth, your finances. 4 Cups, boredom. What the heck's going on, Leo? What's going on here? Your third card we're looking at is the intimate part of your life, your hearth, your home, your friends, your family, your intimates. We have, geez, the 5 of Swords in conflict. Leo, I'm sorry. You could have done better in the cards department, I'm telling you. But what is real life without some hardcore reality at times? And this next card, your challenges for the month, should there be any, and, well, Page of Wands and creativity. And the final card is your message from Spirit. And we have the 9 of Swords, anxiety. Oh boy, this is going to be a challenging month for you guys. I'm sorry. I don't control what cards come up. I was hoping the first set of readings tonight for Leo were, that it would start out and be better than this. Not the end of the world, just a lot of challenges here for the month, starting with him. He's your introduction to it. He's your heads up, your warning, you might say, of what is to come from this time period. What's going on, Leo? Spring fever in an offhanded kind of way. Wow. See, I don't like this card. Not the placement, I just don't like the card. And this one beside it, it's on the same for me. This one here, it is what it is. But if I could take 2 cards out, it would be these 2 if I could pull them out and replace them. Baby boy, my beautiful black lover, I want you to get up on the chair. You get behind me and get as close as you want, but you need to be behind me. Come up. Come on. Come on. You know you don't play when you come up here. No. You're not doing this to me. Get back. Get back. Oh. So, hello, mystery abounds. You feel that it's accurate for you? Okay. Wow. All right. Baby, no. Please, you're distracted, Mommy. Don't do that. Come on now. I don't use a cage for him. I never used a cage for my animals, but one might come in handy right now because he hates me being on the computer. He won't give up either. Knight of Swords. Drama. So he's already given you a heads up from the get-go here that it's not going to be a very quiet, settled month. It's going to be unsettled for some of you. Remember, please, these are general readings. Your whole month could, in reality, end up being a really great month. It depends, right? But this is the worst of it. If this is the worst of it, man, we look at it that way. It's not so bad. Baby, go down. Go down. Go down. Go on. Dad, a good boy. No. Let go of me. Stop biting. He's determined. He's going to pull me away. Okay. He had a lot of outs today. He was out a lot. He should be sleeping. He was sleeping when I just did a private reading before starting these. He slept all through that. So he figures no, you're not getting that, and you're not getting those. Get out of stuff. With this card, it shows here just like the graphics on the card. Okay? For those of you that this is going to apply to, you're ready. You're ready for it. And that's what he's showing here. Yeah, this is your heads up, but you're ready. And you're going to be able to handle whatever comes your way. It's going to be some bumpy rides for the next 6 weeks or so. But hey, that's the way it goes. You can't have perfect readings all the time, or, you know, exceptional readings all the time. And this being the Suit of Swords as well. You got a lot of stuff on your mind here, Leo. Some decisions to make, choices to take. He's telling you be ready for whatever comes your way. You're not a Leo, you're a Taurian. You had your reading already. Get out of here. For heaven's sakes, people. Why? Okay. He's ready. So are you. There's the thing. Look at that. I got a Nigerian prince wanting to be my special somebody here. Go away. I'll take care of them later. This is an action-driven knight. In the troublesome Suit of Swords, he brings a whirlwind of drama. In this case, he's dealing. He's ready for it. He's ready for He's trying to squeeze his way under my arms. Stop it, baby. I love you, but stop it. There you go, Glenna, and it's all there. And, you know, there'll be confrontations, unexpected blocks, disruptions to your plans, and ending relationships. Some of you could be experiencing feelings of insecurity because there's arguments in the air, argumentative air about the relationship. You may have a fight on your hands, and there's little that you can do to avoid the upheaval that it's going to bring. There's no way of skirting around. You may beat it down for a while, but it's going to keep coming back to haunt you. You know what? You must pull your sword out of your sheath, hold it up, and say, bring it on. Let's deal with this and get this over with right now. Don't waste any time. Don't be locked down in conflict. You're locked down enough right now. He can be a real royal. In this case, sometimes he causes problems. In this case, he's your saving grace. He's telling you, get prepared. Get prepared for what's coming your way. It's just that simple. Why did you go? Go on. Get down. Go see. Go. Don't fall. Don't fall. Easy. Don't. Jeez. On the plus side, because there's always a plus side, there's always an upside. You're going to know exactly with what and with whom you're dealing with. There will be some enlightening moments. Maybe shocking, maybe disturbing, but it'll be enlightening. You'll be more in the know than you are right now. You'll say, okay, well, all right, I know, at least I know. I'm not going in blind. I'm not having somebody come at me and I'm blind. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it holds true. The advice of the card for you, Leo: avoid being drawn into any drama more than is necessary for you. Try not to take any setbacks personally either, because what's going on here, this is somebody else's fight. It's not even yours. You weren't the cause of it. You don't have anything, yet somebody's trying to draw you into the drama. Battles and confrontation, stress, unstoppable force, which basically means something coming at you that you can't stop. So you need to prepare for it, is what you need to do. You don't huddle into a corner and try to hide from it. You'll face it. Manipulation, be careful for that. And don't you do it either to somebody else. Don't try to manipulate a situation. Immaturity and instability are being highlighted by either your side or someone else's side. And if it's someone else's side, it just makes the reality of what you're dealing even more than it needs to be. But it is what it is. You can't control it. You can't stop it, you know? So, let's see. Hey! That's your whole month. It's nothing you're not. Stop it! Stop! Oh, Christ. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. You know, I don't watch other tarot readers rarely anymore. I don't have time and I don't have the interest. But I hated it when you got turned on to hear a reading and there was a dog up here. The husband's holding the conversation off on the side. It was all this. I would go, click, just shut them right off. I want to hear my darn reading, you know. I'm just trying to see what else is here. You need to stand your ground and be ready. That's the main message here for whatever comes at you. You're not going to be beaten down. You're not going to be worn down. You're not going to come out at the shitty end of the stick. None of that's going to happen. If anything, you'll learn some things about yourself and your own inner power, your own powers of suggestion, you know, this sort of a thing. You'll learn from it, if nothing else. And it's not something that's going to last forever. It just may feel that way. The next card we're looking at here is the Four of Cups, wealth and finances. Boredom. So, these are not personal mini readings or anything like that, Faye Broderick. Okay, so I'm not going to answer that question. But what I want to say is, who the hell's having a good 2020 so far? Not a hell of a lot of us. It's been hell from the start. But anyway, these are general readings. We're on for the sign of Leo right now. You want to come back when you see the title says mini readings. That's when you get to ask questions. Not during these readings here. So the Four of Cups and your finance. Not one of my favorite cards, because it shows, and this happens with people. I'm sure a lot of people are feeling this way anyway, not just Leos, but right across the board. With the isolations, the quarantines, the lockdowns, the fear. Some people can't hold on the way others do with optimism. This card's more aimed at people that are saying, I just can't do this anymore. I just can't. It's never going to end. They're at the bottom of the barrel mentally and emotionally. They're at the bottom of the barrel. So far down and feeling so far down, they have to reach up just to touch the bottom of the barrel. If some people get overwhelmed, it's genuine, and some people, to use the word drama, some people will create drama where there is none, will make a situation worse than it needs to be, or worse than it even is. It's their perspective. And some people are like that. And some Leos, like any other sign, can be the type of person, they seem to thrive off of drama. That's not good. That is not good. And I'm feeling that's really what's going on here. Although people right now have the grounds to stand on, to feel like, how many loaves of bread can I make? I've been baking bread for weeks. I've been baking cakes for weeks, and cookies and donuts and all these things. How long can that keep my sanity? How long can that keep me grounded and here? You know what? I've only got one word of advice. You don't think about tomorrow. Do your damnedest to not. Or beyond that. Living in the now. It's a good time to practice it. But if you stay in the now and in the moment, what is more relaxing than maybe doing a sink full of hot, sudsy dishes? You know, if you stop and you stay in the moment, you feel the heat from the water, you hear the squeak across the plate, making something clean and shiny and usable. You're staying in the moment by watching the rain. Staying in the moment by cooking a meal. You're staying in the moment by reading a book. If you stay in the moment and don't worry past today, it makes it easier. It sounds too simple, but it's the truth. It makes Thank you, Glenna. That's the word that I didn't want to use, but you did, so thank you. That's exactly what I'm speaking about. Some people are like that. They thrive on it. I know people personally that were like that, and they drove me crazy. Why do you constantly have to have some big blow up or catastrophe going on in your life? They've got that expression. If everything isn't going wrong in my life, then nothing's going right, because that's what they're used to. That's what they invite. Open arms, make it, look, we don't need to add this extra drama and stress into what we're living under these days. It's dramatic enough. Can you believe the whole world, the whole flippin' planet is sharing a common experience, and we're all shut down. We're all isolated and quarantined. Some are sick, some are dying, some are recovering. We don't need to add anything that's dramatic enough. It's enough for me. I can tell you that. But when, and talk to the universe a lot. Try to take something out of your life that you've been wanting to get into in a deeper way. Learning is a big thing. Something you always wanted to do. Look at things like that. What have I been wanting to do for a long time and I couldn't because I didn't have the time? Well, now you do. So begin. Things like this. Get yourself focused on things that aren't ripping your heart out. And if you can't do that, you must be comfortable where you are. I'm being real blunt about this, and I don't care. Leo can get their backs up. Go ahead and get your back up at me. But this is raw truth in the face for some Leos. They like a lot of drama. Good, the bad, the ugly. It doesn't matter. It makes their heart race and their blood pump in their veins. It makes them feel alive, but it's not healthy. It's not healthy. The stress. We've got more than enough. We need to stop. So, okay, I've known some that are, though, Pam, or I wouldn't even say such a thing. You're not all like that. There isn't any one sign where they're all the same. Not any sign. I don't care who it is. I'm a Cancer. Not all of the Cancer. Stop! Shh. Stop it. Oh, my God. I'm going to lock you in the bathroom. You don't stop that. There, now stop. You know how loud he is, especially on the camera? God almighty. No, we're not all like, we're not the same. You can't read, one person in a sign and say they're like everybody. There's no such thing as that. But you make every day that you can. But some people are like that. And I've had relatives that were Leos. I've been very close to some Leos. And let me tell you, there was never a dull moment, but it wasn't good stuff. Not always. And then I knew some other Leos that went, yes, they were dramatic, but they went the other way. They were always over the top. Excitement, laughing, happiness. Even that will wear a person down, the one that's exposed to it if there's too much of it. Leos are loud, they're proud, and they're colorful. There's nothing boring, gray, black, or white about a Leo, and that's the same across the board. Some things are, and those are good things. So you have 10 Leos, that's a lot. That's what they call whole pride. You don't have a family, Pam. You've got a pride of lions. So, here we go. With the 4, boy, oh boy. How boredom can play a part. Let's see what Tarot's got to say about this one. But it's losing faith. It's a lot about losing faith and feeling hopeless. We don't want that going that way either. But when this 4 arrives in a reading, it's often because you're feeling dissatisfied with some aspect of your life, but you don't know what you need to bring to feel happier. You just don't know which way to turn, which way to go. And you're kind of lost in your own little self there. You're not really knowing what it is that you need to do or to bring into your life that's going to make you more happier, more balanced. In relationships, this card can bring forth and reveal a boredom stage. If you're looking for love or work, you may believe that there's nothing or nobody out there just for you. You may be retreating into yourself rather than reaching out for what it is that you need, Leo. Look for inspiration. You need to look for it. Can't just sit back on your laurels and wait for it to come to you. You've got to get up, get active, and look for it. Renew your faith that life can bring you what it is you need, and not just that, it'll bring you some wants as well. That's all the balance that's in there, right? It's all got to do with balance. Keywords are the ones you pay attention to. Stagnation, despondency, disillusion, feeling self-protection, a need for change, stubbornness, and rigidity. So Leo, for those that resonate with this card, you need to get out and shake it up a bit. You need to become a part of, well, the main director in your own personal life, from the way you think to the way you feel. There you go. Because feeling boredom with your life is not a healthy place to be, period. It's just not. So, yeah. See, your biggest, okay. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So, somebody sees Jennifer. I don't see Jennifer. I don't know where you went to. Are you here, Jen? I don't know. Oh, she messaged me and I didn't hear that. Sorry. Just seeing it now. Where are you? There you go. Sorry. Go have your din-din. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Jennifer. Have your dinner. She must have come in here somewhere, slid in, and I didn't see her coming in. I still don't. There she is. Okay. Yeah, Jennifer, go eat your supper. It's all good here. You're missed when you're not here, but you know what I'm saying? The next card we have is a Five of Swords. None of these cards are just... Good God Almighty. I don't know. That's the whole message going on here within this reading. Because falling even into your challenge spot, your challenges for this time period, it shows an avoidance here. The 5 sees you in a place of conflict. If it's not within yourself, it's within somebody else, or with somebody else that you're feeling this conflict. I don't like the 5s under any conditions. I don't like the 5s. They don't bode well at all. You know, there's always something up that's not favorable when the 5s show up, such as your 5 of Swords here. This card is coming forth to tell you that if you've had an argument or if you have other conflicts that are leaving you feeling battle-worn and feeling small. This may be because somebody that you trusted has been cruel and unkind, maybe even devious. It's wounded your relationship. This could have been done in regards to romance out of jealousy or feeling a need for power. This card can also reveal communication problems within families, hurtful opposition, or being unfairly overruled and ignored. On a more positive note, the situation is now out in the open, and there's nothing worse. When you got conflict and stress, tension and stress like this, of only having half the picture, part of the story, you can't even, all you do is go in circles with other people that are like that. They're not being honest. They're not laying it on the line, put it that way. They've got ammunition because they know more than you do. And you'll smell that 5 miles away, Leo. The good lion that you are, your sense of smell goes beyond what can be seen with the naked eye. It goes beyond that. You're going to know something's off and something's not right. But once everything does come out into the open, it'll feel like the playing field has been leveled. And now it's more fair. So that's something for you to think about there when it comes especially other people. Things will come out in the open. They'll be easier to deal with. The advice, no matter what it is you find yourself in, no matter what it is that you're facing, if you truly believe the way you feel is how you feel and you feel strongly about that it's the right way, the right thoughts, the right decisions, you feel that strongly, you're being told. Tarot's telling you, Put your hands on your hips. Spread your feet apart. Tuck your shoulders back and lift your chin. And you stand your ground. And Leo can be good at that. Leo is not the type of sign that can be easily influenced or manipulated or talked into things. Leos are usually very intelligent, but they know what they like and they know what they don't like. They know what they're agreeable with and what they're not agreeable with. You may be challenged in that area. You need to dig your heels into the dirt, into the ground, into the sand, and take your stance. And you don't fold. You don't lighten up. You don't go half here and there. You stand your ground at 100%. There's no leeway here. So once you make a decision, you need to do that. You don't need to respond in an aggressive way, but you do need to be assertive to get your point across. I don't care what you think. You know, I don't care who you are. I don't care what you think. I know who I am. I know what I care about. This is my belief. This is where I'm standing, and I will not be moved. I'm not changing my mind. You put that out there. So you be assertive. Anything rather than retreat. You don't throw in the towel. You don't walk away. You know, and you're sending volumes of impressions to the universe of what you're made up of inside. And you're strong and you're powerful. You have certainty about you. You look ahead. You're always prepared. You know what's coming and you're ready for it. There's the thing with Leo. They got their shit together. Let's give them that, right? They do. They've got all their ducks in a row. All the T's are crossed. All the I's are dotted. They're ahead of the game that way. Even if they don't know the full story, they're going to be ready anyway for whatever comes. And this is a beautiful thing. Your keywords are opposition, arguments. There could be some shame and some bullying. There'll be unfairness, loss. But the final word here, doesn't matter what's going down. It's what's at the end. And the final word is, so Leo, resilience. You're resilient. You'll bounce back. Even if you're the person on the other side of all this, the people or the situation assume that you're an easy shot. No, you're not. No, you're not. And you could pop back up when they least expect it, and it puts you in the driver's seat. Catch them unguarded. Let them put their guard down. Do the sneak attack. Whatever it is, Leo's not going to go away. Once they stand for something, they stand for something. The next card we're looking at are challenges here. Page of Wands and creativity. Page of Wands and creativity. There you go. No, mystery, you're right. You're right. You're so right. Good. Enjoy that, Jennifer. Page of Wands. Usually a card of joy and happiness. Sometimes the cards never ever always mean the same thing to me. It's whatever the intuition is bringing into the picture. Wands are all about the practical things, and they're also about passion. So feelings and stuff can be lively with a Leo. They can. This page is very charming when he shows up in your reading. He's very chatty, and he brings you great news about creative projects and travel plans, new work. In relationships, he or she can reveal a fun flirtation. Another meaning of this card is the influence of a creative person. This person could be a writer, an actor, an artist, a dancer, a musician, or it could be that you're discovering your own creative potential. But if you let all that other stuff get in the way, the last thing you'll discover is your own creative potential. All right? But you're being encouraged. There's another energy there trying to push off the dark, the gray, the negative that you have to deal with and replace it with something like this. So, you're being encouraged to start exploring your own passions, whatever they may be. The advice, now is the time for you to express yourself, be it in words, music, dance, pictures, or any other creative pursuit that you may enjoy. So you try to focus on that instead of all that other stuff that's come before. This will be your outlet. This will be your sanity. This will be your grounding, okay? Because it's not including anybody. This is just you. This is just you getting on top of the challenges that you've been dealing with. Your keywords are messages and travel news, communication, new work for some, expression as in the artistic way, transitions, making that change. The final word on this card is entertainment. So it's the, somebody says, well, you just had a big fight with somebody, so you removed yourself from the situation because you're not going to go here. You're not going to go there. And you say, I'm going to do something else. So you get outside. Let's say I'm going to dig up a plot of earth. I'm going to plant some seeds. That's something positive. That's something good. That's being creative. So you're out there, and you're bent over, and you're digging up the earth, and the sun's warm on your back, and you feel the peace coming over you, and you feel the fluid of creativity, and you're feeling hope, and you're like, this is better. I'm getting more grounded. I'm going to play in the dirt here. And how do I want my garden to sit? Do I want a design, or do I just want straight up? And then here comes trouble right on your back. They couldn't leave you alone. They couldn't let it go. It may be time in that moment, once you hear them out, and it's the same old, you just come through that you walked away from, it's time for Leo to turn around and take a snap. Make sure it's the air that you're snapping. Do you know what I'm saying? And not the end of someone's face. But you may need to bring the other side of you out, Leo. Use that tone of voice. Whatever. And you see, when you do this, a flicker of uncertainty in the troublemaker's eyes. You ever seen that look? They come in all big and brave, not expecting you to do that at all. You boom, you turn, and all of a sudden, this big, brave, cocky person, so sure of themselves, whoa, and you see that flash in their eyes, that knowing flash, and you know what they're thinking. What the hell was I thinking? That's what they're thinking. You know it. The hell was I thinking? Okay, I didn't know they had that in them. I didn't know, And you say, now you know, fly the hell out of here. It's going to be one of those things where you have to almost fight for your peace of mind. Fight to bring that happiness into that moment, the joy into the moment. Zero tolerance for anybody upsetting that card. Zero tolerance. You do it one snap and make it clear. I can just see somebody doing that, right? The bullcrap stops here. Get away from me now. Get away from me now. And you make it clear and you put it out there. I'm not putting up with this. I tolerated you before. When I walked away, I ended it. And somewhere you didn't get that memo that this is over. Go fly out of here. You have to bring that side of yourself out, right? Yeah. Passion while wearing a mask. Yes, wonderful, wonderful. And entertainment, yes. Entertainment's one of the last words, yes. And don't let anybody steal that from you, Mystery. There you go, Glenna. There you go. Because teachers do have that voice. And when they turn, they want to get the direction, the attention of their students. They sometimes have to pull that. They have to pull that. So the last card, the Nine of Swords, the anxiety card of tarot. All right. So if you don't stand for this, Leo, you're going to end up with this. Okay, this is a card of high anxiety. This is a card that shows somebody not sleeping well at night due to stress and anxiety, waking up at 3 a.m. in a sweat, feeling the rush, the heat go into their face after coming out of a sleep. And for 1 nanosecond, oh, I'm just awake. And then behind that comes in what's been going on, and boom, it hits you. So you find yourself sitting on the side of the bed, elbows on knees, head in hands, What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do about the situation? This needs to be dealt with. This sort of a thing, right? It causes a lot of stress. A lot. You do what you have to do, Chronicles of Shantae. You do what you have to do. In the end, the bigger picture, we can all embrace and love each other. But in everybody's own reality, we have our own survival ways, our instincts, and nobody else is good to us until we're good to ourselves. What's the point, right? So when you're good to yourself, you can leave yourself open to other people, and the trust there that you can be good to them, they can be good to you, right? Embracing the spirituality of who we are. There you are. Now, everybody dreading the isolation, the quarantines, and this worked in your favor, and that can very well happen. So good for you that there's been some positive changes out of something not so positive, not so great, not so good, and it's worked in your favor. It's made you see the truth of the situation. So you've done a lot of growing here, a lot of growing. This card, though, the Nine of Swords, again, we've got 9, and it's over the top. Whatever's going on, it feels intense, over the top, intense. This card can bring on physical upset with stomach aches, headaches, sleepless nights for some. Just constantly stressed. Now, this is for the Leos that don't bring it on themselves. The drama queen, as Glenna had said earlier, this is for the non-drama queens. This is for the poor Leo that is really a nice person, doesn't like to stir up trouble, likes to keep the waters calm and peaceful, and they're very sensitive people. These are the sensitive Leos, where everything bothers them. They're not wanting this, they're not inviting it. They just forgotten they can let go of it. And they need to be reminded, you don't have to feel this way. You don't have to live this way. Everything is your own free choice. You need to do something about this. And you know why you need to do something about this, Leo, is because you can. And you just need to be reminded that you can do something about this. Leo, I don't care if you're on the stronger end, the middle, or on the weaker end. In the end, Leo can triumph over anything. Anything. Leos are strong people. Doesn't matter about all the other stuff. Within them, they're fighters and they are survivors. It's just that simple. So, and all this, yes. A Nine of Swords, it's showing that there's a lot keeping some of you awake at night. It's not for everybody. It's general reading. It's not gonna fill and feed everybody, okay? But this Nine of Swords is the anxiety card of the tarot. It reveals trouble beneath the surface that is often expressed through dreams and nightmares sometimes. What is it that's eating you up? You may be anxious due to pressure, overwork, relationships, family issues, or anxiety could be a pattern for you as a worrier. All right? We talked about that earlier. We talked about those kinds of Leos. On a physical level, it can show someone not sleeping well due to stress or overthinking. Here's the advice. Remember this, Leo. Excuse me a moment. If for those of you feeling like you're victims almost in this situation, you need to know that what ties you up at 3 a.m. in the darkest, smallest hours of the night, that come the light of day, everything starts to look smaller than it was, less intensive as it was at 3 a.m. because light chases away the dark. It dominates, it chases away the shadows, the dark corners, allows you to see what's there and what's real. If you can see, as I said earlier, what the truth is, you've got half the battle won. You've been armed with information and with knowledge. You can take on anybody, not that you choose to, but you can sure as hell take your stance and defend what's yours and your beliefs, and defend those as well. Try to keep your perspective when negative thoughts get in the way. Remain grounded. Don't add to a bad, already churned up situation. Don't add to it. You want to calm it. You want to soothe it. You want to temper it down. So, keywords, the final words in your reading are panic attacks for some, fear and guilt, being eaten up by that, insomnia, nightmares, stress, and mental overload. And the last things I got to say about that is you don't have to live that way. The choice is yours. You take back your power. That's for the softer Leos. That's what this card's for. The softer. The rest of you, you'll get under control. This will come to pass. It will come, but you will come back and not worry so much. Yes, and you need to be careful about that too, Cora. You know? Yeah. She will. It's not even so much a worry with Cora. It's a sense of insecurity. She's missing. There's her life, which is going along fine, but there's one section that's walled off like this. It's insecurity. It is something that she's going to struggle, having a hard time with it until her insecurities are put to rest, till she's reassured. There's somebody else involved, but they really don't see that side of Cora. Cora does well at not showing that insecurity, and she tries to keep intelligent about it. You just have to ride it through. You have to ride it through. Yes. Confidence and belief, Cora. That's part of it. But you have, mitigating factors going on here, that you're not the one, you yourself are not the cause of why you worry or you feel insecure. You have enough respect for other people to know that you're not going to manipulate them. You're not going to badger at them. You always keep a respectful distance between you and them, respecting the distance that you can kind of smell in the air, when to back down, when to back off. You're getting good at that. You are getting good at that. The thing is, what is worrisome is when we can't make things happen. We can't control certain things. We just can't. So, there you go, Leo. What is the time on this live stream? How long has this been going on? Oops, wrong stream. Okay. And we're at 48 minutes and 56 seconds. So all I can do from here on out is to wish you all the best. Put on your crash helmet if you have to, safety vest, safety belt. Hold on for the ride. Leo, we're talking about Leo after all. Leos don't let anybody walk all over them. Leos don't let anybody abuse or use them. You're all the same across the board in that way. So, as long as you can control what's going on inside of you, you just hope for the best with the rest. Thank you so much, Mystery. You're welcome, Cora. I wish it had been a more positive reading. It just shows some things you need to... You know what? Come June and July, you'll look back at May and go, I learned some stuff in there about myself. That's the main thing. Not about other people, but about you. Okay? Bungee cord. Yes, I always bounce back. Thank you very much, everybody. If you haven't joined the channel and you're new to Bay of Fundy Fortunes, please subscribe. Remember to click the notification bell as well, so you won't miss any notifications, we hope, It doesn't work well all the time. Also, if you're on Facebook, why don't you jump on over? You can find us under groups, under Bay of Fundy Fortunes. It's a closed and a private group. Stop in, say hi. You can leave anytime you like. It's a wonderful place to be. It's a very learned place. I learn a lot there every day. So thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next month for June. Yes, June. And hopefully, we'll be able to breathe a little easier come June. That's what it was in a nutshell, Libby. You said it well. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst, and you'll be ready. So there we go. Thanks, everybody. I'm going right into the next sign. I'm just going to refresh things up a bit, and I'll be back in about 15 minutes. 15 or 20 minutes, and we'll be moving into Virgo. Virgo is my moon sign, so away we'll go. Goodbye, everybody, for now. Thank you for being here, and hope to see you soon. Goodbye for now.